Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Welcome in, everyone. It's going to be a very good, very good evening. There's lots to talk about. The earth has shifted and we have too, and there's a lot of changes going on. Good evening, my beautiful sister Gail. Welcome in. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I have a fan running in the background, so just let me know if it's too loud. Then, hi, beautiful sister Sonia. I miss you guys so much. I am so happy to be here. Guys, let's jump right into this. Welcome in, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, can you hear the fan in the background? I don't want to make this a little ghetto, but it's kind of really, really warm, guys. All right, guys, let's get right into this. We're about to start off this evening. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of a world reading for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm going to go ahead and play my opening really quickly. And then I'm going to start channeling some messages, see what Source has to say about this massive shift. See, it's not just that the earth has shifted, it's that we have shifted too. So the question is, are we in alignment? Are we or are we missing the mark here? There's some beings that are coming soon. I'm not sure if you guys know, but they're talking about these intercellular or stellar beings coming in November. And apparently they're hostile, guys. Apparently they're hostile. But we're going to see about that. I'm already starting to get some messages. So let's go ahead and get right into this, guys. One second. Awesome, 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 everyone. Thank you very much. Hi, my beautiful sister, Carolyn. Thank you. No fan. Okay, awesome. Hi, everyone. Hi, Anne. Welcome in, everyone. Great to be here with you on this beautiful Thursday, broadcasting from the cosmic sphere. You guys know how I do it. This is Tahirah, Mother of the Ages. I'm your supernatural quantum healer. I specialize in quantum healing modalities, guys, hypnosis as well, vibrational therapy, light language, all of the good stuff. You guys know me here. Also, too, guys, go ahead and pick up the Cosmic Bible if you've not gotten your copy yet. It's on Amazon, The Great Expansion, a Cosmic Bible for the Ages. And let's get right into this message today. So what I'm going to do is just start channeling messages. We're going to use this as a little bit of a world reading, guys. So there are a few things that Source really does bring to the forefront. And Source is talking about the root chakra. So I'm getting the root chakra mantra here of the Lam. So Source is talking about the root chakra. Now it's very interesting if I know Mount Shasta is kind of like the root chakra for, kind of for the world, right? But then within every continent, we kind of have like a certain area, geographic area that represents the root. So I think we're talking about the root of Mama Earth. And what I see here is that the root of Mama Earth is fractured. There is it looks to be an entrance of some sort. This is kind of what I'm seeing, guys. So if you guys want to know what I'm doing, I'm just literally, I did a little bit of automatic writing for like 30 seconds maybe. And these are the messages that are coming through. So it looks like there's a fracture. Yes, I'm getting a strong fracture, and I'm hearing the Earth's core, right? So this is affecting the root chakra, but interesting enough, I'm hearing it's affecting the galactic root chakra. So it appears that Earth is also part of a I'm getting multi-spear, so it's also part of a cluster as well, right? So this is the first thing that I'm getting. Now, guys, it's very interesting that there's a few videos going around. Scientists are actually saying that in November that aliens are coming. Now, mind you, before, probably a few weeks before, they literally mentioned the Anunnaki's coming, right? And then now they're mentioning that these aliens are coming, and they may be hostile, right? Now, to me, this is just to get our fear up, but we will see just how hostile the beings that are coming are. And also, too, there's a lot going on. There's lots of messages coming through here. So if this is true, what I am seeing is there is a fracture in the Earth's solid, is what I'm hearing. So what this looks like to me, as I'm seeing it in my mind's eye, it looks like I am viewing the center of the Earth. So in the center of the Earth, there's some sort of solid core, like a core of a fruit. So essentially, Mama Earth girl is a fruit. That's what it looks like. It has a seed. I am seeing that this is what they want to get to. They want to get to the core of the Earth, and there is a fracture on that. I'm not sure if it's coming from Antarctica or the Arctic. I'm hearing Arctic Circle. Where's the Arctic Circle at, guys? Where's the Arctic Circle at? Not sure where that is, but I may ask, where is the Arctic Circle? Okay, so it's 66.5 degrees north of the equator. It marks the southernmost boundary of the Arctic region and is known for experiencing polar day continuous daylight and polar night continuous darkness for at least once a year. Okay, so circle passes through 8 countries: Norway, Sweden, Finland, Russia, United States, guys. Specifically, I think Alaska, or in addition to Alaska, Canada, Denmark, Greenland, and Iceland. Okay, so this is where I am getting that. I think this core could be not necessarily located in these countries, but you can access it through these countries. So just know that this very this very land, if you are viewing from the United States, right, or any of these other countries, that these are also ley lines. And not only are they ley lines, but this is why grounding is so important. This is why connecting to the earth is so important, because some of us live in these ley line grids. We literally are on top of them, and a lot of us are activators here, guys. So I'm an activator. I am where have I been the past week? I've really just been staying low key. I've been transmuting a lot of dense energy for the collective. I have felt all of you guys, and there was a lot of fear going on. It was a lot of heaviness going on with the collective, and I'm a soul that transmutes for the collective. Guys, you may also be working for the collective and you don't know it. I always want you guys to ask yourself, when you're going through changes or you're going through these emotional highs and lows, ask yourself, is this my energy? And most of the times you will know that no, this is not. Most of the times this is not our energy, and we take it on as if it is our own. Okay, so that's very important to know. So now, guys, let me get back to the channeling here. There's a few things that I'm seeing. So I don't know if these aliens that they say are coming, if they're coming, but see, what it looks like to me is it looks like they're going to the core. And what it looks like to me is that they are entering into our biosphere through the root, through the fractured of the root chakra, the earth's root chakra, which it appears to be Antarctica, or the southernmost region of South America. But what it is trying to get to is to the earth's core. Okay. And I think it's interesting because source shows me like X marks the spot, right? I think it might need to get there before we do. Okay. Now we're going to build on this because, you know, like I said, I just did around 30 seconds of automatic writing, but now we need to build. But there is something in the center of this Milky Way that they want, and they have a entrance point, right? And so these beings that they say are coming, they say that they are interstellar beings. So the interstellar means located in between stars. So these interstellar beings means located in between stars, right? And I don't know a lot about interstellar, but it appears that an interstellar object could be asteroids, comets, or even planets that went rogue. Okay. Now, this is getting kind of deep because from what I'm feeling now I'm feeling this, feels as if they want access into the core, to the grids, to shift this planet. It feels like the planet, they want to shift the planet off of the axis, or they want to disconnect this planet, which is even kind of scarier. And I feel that on such a deep level. They want to disconnect this planet. And I think if this planet gets disconnected, I think it does disconnect our frequency with source. I'm feeling this on a very, very deep level. Now, I'm also getting some sort of crater. I see some sort of crater. This is just how, you know, how I heard it. Now, it could very well, because remember a few videos back when I was, when Brother Panic's energy was coming through, he was talking about that he went ahead. He passed away and went ahead to release some of these things that would help us to transmute a lot of this energy. And one of the things that he was releasing was, I believe it was a meteorite. So right here it says interstellar objects could include asteroids, comets, right? So I would kind of put meteorites in that same category. I'm not exactly sure if it is that, but I'm hearing the word crater. And so you can't get a crater necessarily unless something has impact, something falls and something hits, you know, Earth. This is kind of what I'm getting. Guys, I think we're going to be under attack. I think that's what it feels like to me. It doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good of what's coming. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good at all. Now, do not be alarmed, guys. I'm gonna give you guys all the tools. Source will rather give you guys all the tools to protect yourself, but we got to just kind of build this thing up. And so where I see this crater is, so it's interesting that it shows me this is polarity, guys. So we are really about to go interdimensional, right? Or maybe interstellar, because the fractured or the root chakra, right, that I'm showing on Earth, which is like the southernmost part of South America or even Antarctica. I'm seeing that the crater hits on the opposite side, right? So, but it feels to me, guys, now this is interesting. As Spirit shows it to me, it's on the opposite side. So if you think about something south being the root chakra, we think about something north. So typically we would think about this thing hits, north of the tip of South America. I don't know what country that would be, but that's not what I'm getting. It feels as if it goes 360 degrees. So this could be what was meant to send out to us to harm us actually gets returned back to sender. And this is kind of what I'm getting. And to be honest with you guys, I'm almost getting that it not only starts at the fracture point, right? But it goes around, and I think it goes interdimensional. I think something enters underneath the earth, like in that earth's core. Something enters. And I guess you would call it this interstellar beings or whatever, but I don't feel that it's that. Something infiltrates Earth is what it feels like, guys. Now, something interferes. Hold on. I'm also getting ears, and I'm getting actually getting ear chakras, and I'm actually getting frequencies in the ear. So when this happens, I think we see an uptake. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry guys. I accidentally hit mute here, so I'm not sure how much you guys heard, but essentially what I'm saying is this doesn't feel good to me. It feels also too like we will hear this. Some of us will hear this. The ones of us who can pick up on frequencies, we will know when we have been attacked from the center of the Earth's core. This is what I am feeling that is coming. So I don't care what scientists say. These beings that are coming that are hostile, that's to get everyone in the fear bomb. That's another fear bomb. And to be honest with you, now that I kind of feel into that, it feels like that's a decoy. Feels that is a decoy. And I don't know who's giving us the decoy. I don't know if it's scientists giving us the decoy so that these beings will go into the inner earth, or the core rather. But what I'm saying is it almost feels as if someone goes into the core of Earth and with tools and starts to screw it loose, and then Earth starts to drift. That's kind of what I'm picking up on. It's kind of an attack from the center. That's kind of what I'm getting. Okay. I'm also getting the number 222. And I'm getting the number 3. I'm getting 3, and I'm also getting 369. So this just does really tell me that this is galactic. I don't want to say what I am feeling right now. Let me take a look into this, but This doesn't feel great, guys. It doesn't feel good. 1 second, guys. Hi, Buffalo Wild Wings. So I'm going to read a comment. As soon as you said ears, my partner saw this in a dream. I roughly understood it was probably ancestors and beings from other dimensions, but I wonder how this will all play out. Will it mainly be spiritual, or will it be able to see it physically too? I think it's, see, the thing is, guys, here's the thing. When I tell you we got to start thinking multidimensional, I think a few videos back, it was all about the multidimensional self and the multidimensional Christ. Like, the people still in the linear, they won't make it, because these things are fighting us from unseen realms. We got to pay attention to our spidey senses, guys. Now, the frequencies in our ear, the hair that starts to stand up, on your arms, that feeling right on the back of your neck when you feel like something is near. These are the things. And when I tell you guys, we are human technology, and you have to turn back on your human technology, because these things feels as if we're at war. That's what I didn't want to say. That's kind of what it feels like. And this is not to fear monger at all. This is just to prepare us, because we know in the end that we win. I think we all understand that. It's just for the Earth children to all collectively wake up and activate the heart and purify the heart. When we collectively do that and choose love above all things, then we are the ones in control of the shift. But what I'm saying is, these interstellar beings are planning to attack the Earth's core. And we will not see it, but if you are alert, if your human technology's turned on, you will feel it, you will know it. You will spiritually have spiritual eyes and ears to hear. He who has eyes to see and ears to hear, right? Then let them hear. That scripture is important. It's saying, if you can perceive this, if you have these gifts and abilities, clear seeing and clear hearing, please use it. This is what it's saying. Please use it, because there's a lot of us that have these abilities, but we don't trust ourselves. Or someone else in our family has demonized it, so we hide. No, guys, we are the X-Men. We got to activate. Because literally there is something coming into our biosphere, and it's about to go down. So we got to activate. We have to activate something serious. And I think whatever's coming is coming from Sirius. Because the way that vibration, this is why you got to understand vibration, guys. Energy signatures. I just felt that. It's a feeling you get. Whew, I just felt that. Something's coming from Sirius. Something's coming. Something's coming from the Sirius. Give me a second. So Sirius, also known as Dog Star, is the brightest star in the night sky. It's a binary system. It's a binary star system with the bright star Sirius A and a faint white dwarf companion called Sirius B. Sirius is relatively close to Earth, only 8.6 light years away, making it appear exceptionally bright. Guys, what did we say in the beginning? What does interstellar mean? Interstellar, sorry. You can't make it up. Interstellar means located between stars. Located between stars. located between stars. And this Sirius is the brightest star in the night skies. Remember, I was saying earlier that it feels that the Earth is connected to something else. What is this Sirius? It says the binary star system has Sirius A, Sirius B, and it's relatively close to Earth. We are clustered together with Sirius A and Sirius B. This is what I am feeling, and this is what I am knowing. And there is also a Sirius C as well that came up in one of my sessions. It's not popularized, but I think in the future humanity will get to know about Sirius C. But what I'm saying is, and what I'm feeling and what I am knowing is that this is what is coming. Are they malevolent or benevolent? That's what we are exploring. But nevertheless, these two are a binary system, but also too, Earth is connected, or I think they want to get Earth connected. Now, I'm kind of now playing psychic investigation. And what all I do is I talk myself now through the next thing, because I don't know it. So now my question is, and you guys at home who have these skills, because a lot of you guys have taken the class. Now the question is it beings from Sirius that are going to infiltrate the Earth's core to now pull it closer towards Sirius A and Sirius B, so that it will turn into a trinary, I don't know, basically three star systems together, not just two. Because to be honest with you guys, for the past few months, I've been feeling a physical shift. And what that means is I've been feeling a pull. It almost feels like I'm getting pulled somewhere. And now this, we could say energetically, but it also feels physical. It feels that I can feel whatever's happening. I can feel it. It's not stationary for me. I think that whatever comes from Sirius, I think they want to connect the Earth to their grid. That's kind of what I'm getting. So I don't know. It's either what the scientists are saying is part of the decoy, and maybe that it's going to be good. So as if they're trying to distract us with something outer, extraterrestrial, they're trying to distract us there. Ooh, they're trying to extract us. I just heard. They're trying to extract us. Something extraterrestrial, right? So if you see something in the sky, they're trying to extract us as of something infiltrates the center core of Earth to now, it looks like, attached to our core. And that could be, it could be the beings from Sirius. Maybe they know something we don't. And maybe the crater, the asteroid, or the meteorite, maybe that is, I don't know, I need to figure that out. Could that be, not, I'm not saying a distraction, or it could be part of the, you know, when you start to move things, other things start to shift as well. Oh, Sonia says, experiencing issues with my left ear. Interesting. Are you having frequencies in the left ear? What are you experiencing in the left ear? Whew. Something is interesting, guys. Okay, let me see what else Source wants to say about this. But I think what we can say for sure, like for real, is something with Sirius, something with the Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky. There is some movement, and it feels like Sirius A and B connect to us. That's what it feels like. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Let me get some more messages. Somebody's playing in our faces, y'all. Like, for real. Someone is playing in our faces. Someone is playing something serious. And when I mean someone, it's definitely another being of sorts. It feels as if what I'm looking at, it feels as if, have you ever seen those movies where aliens will have their like technology guns and it'll shoot out like frequencies or different things to like zap and or to shut down things. That's what I keep saying. It feels like we're at war. It's like an invasion. But I think there's two parts to it. I think good cop, bad cop. I think good beings are coming and bad beings are coming. But now here's my question, because we always must play devil's advocate. Are they working together? Because you guys know that system, good cop, bad cop. You use it at work. It's also a sales tactic. One person naturally plays the bad cop, or even in like, even in relationships, the mother might be the bad cop. No, you can't have extra, this and that. You can't have extra chocolate. You can't go anywhere. And the father might come and be the good cop, but they're working together. So that's kind of my question. This is the question I'm posing. It feels as if there's a war. There's definitely something hitting us with frequencies. And it's some sort of technologically advanced apparatus. And it's definitely coming from different beings. So I'm posing the question to us: is the people from Sirius A and B coming to protect us from this and like move us out of harm's way? Or is it a good cop, bad cop situation where they both actually end up on the same team? So one comes from extraterrestrial, from outside, and one comes from inside, right? But make no mistake about it, it feels that we're at war. And I think they know that. I think that they know we're at war. And I think not only do they know we're at war, these scientists and governments, but I think they're going to use this to squeeze out whatever bit of fear, dopamine, or whatever it is that they can get from the masses. And so do not fall for the fear entrapments that are here already. Was heavily this week, very heavy this week, the fear bombs they throwing out. But the ones that will also come in the future, because I think the scientist or whoever's in control, I think they know that we are at war with whatever species that is coming. Hollow Earth and Galactic Federation. Oh, possibly, yes. Okay, in Sonia, you're getting vibrations in your ears. Okay, I want you to feel into those vibrations. And I want you to make sure that it's not this technology. You want to listen in with all of your senses. If it feels good, does it feel bad? Does it have any frequencies to it? Is it high pitch? Is it like a dull? Is it lower tone? And then also You know, you can do the chromotherapy to kind of see more about this vibration. But typically vibrations are good, but because it's coming from the left ear, you want to definitely check, right? And maybe you're picking up on something that is negative, because that's my sign for something negative when it comes in the left ear, usually. So maybe the Galactic Federation is coming. Yeah, we're at war. Yeah, because the Galactic Federation is also interstellar. Interesting, guys. The Galactic Federation, interstellar alliance with extraterrestrial civilizations. What did I just say? I don't know, guys. I know the Galactic Federation is supposed to be good, but you know my stance on this channel. Just no man and no woman. Definitely no alien, girl. We got to source it out for ourselves. This is when we become the technology. Because the thing is, this is how, think about it. Right now, we're trying to colonize Mars, right? So why would not other beings want to try to come to colonize us? If we don't even have all the technology. If we are wanting to colonize Mars, then why wouldn't other beings want to come to colonize us? And I'm not saying that the Galactic Federation is bad, but I'm just saying let's do our due diligence, right? Because it says here it's interstellar alliance of extraterrestrial civilizations. Interesting. Because remember, I said something comes from extraterrestrial, something extraterrestrial, and something interstellar as well. It feels that they're working together, is what I said. Something comes from the night sky, and something comes from the Earth's core simultaneously, and something hits. Because I see a crater on the opposite end of the root chakra of, and I'm getting United States. I'm really feeling that strongly. So I think the United States, because as before, when I spoke about the root chakra, was feeling like the very tip of South America, like Antarctica area. But I think something happens in the United States that we feel. And there is a crater that lands. I don't know where this crater lands, but like I said, it makes some sort of 360-degree, like it almost like turns in on itself. It's higher dimensional. That's what I'm saying. Like, we got to start thinking multidimensional. That's what it feels like this stuff is. Like, it turns, the best way I can describe these weapons and this energy is that it turns on itself. And I don't even know how to describe it. It's like it gets sent out and it makes a 360-degree pivot. And then it goes inside. This is kind of what I'm feeling. But the ears, you will know, because you will hear it in the ears. We will hear it. We will hear it. Interesting. I just I didn't know this would be like this. I was just told to show up, so I did. No, it would be like this. And I'm reading a comment here. Shannon, I had left ear ringing in my left ear about 30 minutes ago, and it was very high pitch, extreme. And I had to stop the whole conversation, wait for it to stop. Okay. And then Carolyn is saying to Sonia, I had this loud sound, like when you're adjusting the microphone in my right ear a few days ago. Wow. So we're already starting to pick up on it. Yeah. And sometimes these frequencies will come through so strong, it will literally jolt my whole body. Like, you know what it sounds like to me? You know how when if you're in the hospital and someone's on like a heart machine that's keeping them like breathing and their heart, you know, rhythm at a certain pace. That's what it feels like. It feels like that thing goes flatline. And that's what the frequency is like to me. And that's why. Sorry, guys, this thing keeps stopping the, keeps pressing the mute button. But what I'm saying is these frequencies, what they feel like is, it's like something stops the heart. Not that it physically stops the heart, but okay, so do you know the ambient sound that you have just in your ears when you're not taking in any audio is just complete silence, but there's still a sound underneath. So what these frequencies feel like when you start to really get frequency from different beings or energies rather, what they feel like is the background audio track just goes completely mute. There isn't any ambient sound. So this is what it will feel like, guys. I want to prepare you guys because, you know, to me, this is, now sometimes, usually in my right ear, this is my sign for something higher vibrational, but in my left ear, it's my sign for something lower vibrational. But what that lower vibrational might feel like, it might feel like, just imagine if you were to go mute for a moment. And what I mean by that, if you were to go mute, that means every single thing in your body just almost turns off. Because I'm telling you, it's these technologies. I can see it right now. It's like a technologically advanced like gun, but it shoots different, you know, frequencies and it controls us. So what I'm saying is, in this war, this is what's coming. So how are we gonna defeat that, right? If we are still thinking linear. And what Source is really saying, how are you going to defeat that if you're on demon time, you know? Because, you know, most people are on demon time. And what this means is not living from the heart space. So how are we going to defeat this? What Source is saying is living righteous from the heart. It's truly that simple, but it's not that simple because it's hard not to have our biases and have our, you know, our feuds, right? And all of these things. But in the end, guys, what I'm saying is humanity has to come together, and we can't do it for fake. It got to be for real, because the heart will not lie. If we can really truly love deeply from the heart, it will turn on our collective heart technology, and this will help us defeat them. This is truly just coming through from Source. This is so beautiful. And of course, we have help. You know, God and Source is always with us. But the thing is, like I always said, I always knew this day would come when we would have to stand. Those days are over. Just the please save me, save me, save me, save me. I'm weak. No, we know too much now. We have access to so many things. We know way too much to not be able to stand and to help the others that are lowered in frequency. So when we stand in our higher vibration, it helps bring other people up. But over the past week, what I've been noticing is that humanity has been lowered in frequency, and it's really been bringing down the collective, right? And this was all the energies that I was just transmuting all week long, you know, very, very heavy on the collective soul body. But we're not weak, guys. It's up to the ones of us that are stronger, right? And I always knew that, like I said, they're going to call us the impossible ones. Who are the impossible ones? The ones that turned on our human technology, the ones that believed that we're X-men and X-women, the one that said that we're going to stand up and we're going to fight, right? And we're going to do that with love, because this is the true armor. You put on the armor of God. It truly is because your heart is in alignment, and then you get the divine protection. It's like a massive key code through that heart. So this is truly the message. How will we win? We will win in love. We will win in love. And Gail says, a few days ago I had Sutton ringing in my right ear. Wow. Yeah, that's always my sign for positive energy. So some of us are the ones transmuting these things. And give me a second, guys. Ooh. Yep. Okay. So what's coming? Who's coming? Let me explain to you what's coming, what it looks like. It looks like two beings. Now, mind you, how Source shows it to me, there's two beings, but the two beings are a multitude in each. Nothing is flat anymore. Everything's multidimensional. So imagine if the entire Earth and all of the over 8 billion people, if we were to show up as one being, as one entity. This is what's coming, guys. It looks like there are two beings and they are connected by the head. Okay. And one being, but mind you, it's a collective. So this could be Sirius A and B. It really, truly can be. Because they are connected, and Sirius A and B are binary. I'm sorry, I got to stick to that. That's what's coming. One is feminine, for sure. That's what it feels like. And they are looking different directions as well. So I'm not sure if they are on one accord. Yeah. I think that one might be masculine and one might be feminine. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm picking up on. Feels like a constellation. Okay, give me a second. I'm looking something up here. This may or may not be important. Give me a second. The star Sirius and the constellation of Orion represent the feminine and masculine energy of the Milky Way galaxy, our galaxy. In Egypt, Sirius was worshipped as the goddess Isis, and Orion as the god Osiris. The three pyramids, Giza, are a mirror image of the three stars of the belt of Orion. Remember I said I was getting 3-3? And then someone in the comments said they've been seeing 3-3-3. The pyramid, three sides that are even. The pyramid shaft were aligned with Orion and Sirius as they served as a stargate. sexual union of the male and female, the yearly death rebirth cycle of the sun was synchronized with the death rebirth cycle of the divine feminine and masculine, Sirius and Orion, and the inundation cycle of the Nile as the river of life. Interesting. Somehow this is all resonating. Very, very interesting. So now this has something to do with Orion's belt. Because Orion represents the feminine and masculine energy of the Milky Way galaxy, which is our galaxy. And in Egypt, Sirius was worshipped as Osiris. No, Sirius was worshipped as Isis and Orion as Osiris. So now it's interesting when they say that the Anunnaki are coming. Remember what I keep talking about, the Anunnaki, they reseed themselves. And the Anunnaki is the same thing as some of these Egyptian gods and goddesses. Even some of our DNA have Anunnaki DNA because that is who originally tinkered around with the genes. And we know the story that they wanted to create a slave race to mine for gold, right? So remember I said who was coming back? It looks like a collective of masculine and a collective of feminine. Lord, I didn't know this would be like this. This is taking a turn. Lord, it's unbelievable. Yeah. This looks like, and we look at Osiris and Isis coming back. Now this is, I think it's all energetic speaking, masculine and feminine, right? And this is also when we talk about the birth cycles too. And that's exactly what it's been feeling like. So it's the yearly death rebirth cycle of the sun. And even the sun, remember I was talking about the sun in the last video? Synchronize with the death rebirth cycle of the divine feminine and masculine, Sirius and Orion, hence Isis and Osiris, hence Anunnaki, because that's who these people are. We're just different generations. And remember how I was telling you, it's like, it's weird. It makes a 360 degrees and then it goes inward. Remember I kept saying that? That's why it's like, it's mirroring. Remember I kept saying it feels at the fracture at the bottom of the earth and the crater comes at the top, the opposite, but somehow it makes 360 degree turn and then it goes inward. It's all multi-dimensional. So the energy on the earth is death and rebirth cycle of the sun, synchronized with the death and rebirth cycle of the divine feminine and masculine, or the Isis and Orion, aka Osiris. Interesting. So these are the energies. These are the energies that are coming. These are the energies that are coming. So Osiris Osiris, interesting. God of the underworld and the afterlife, associated with death, resurrection, and secular nature of life. Isis, his wife and his sister, is a goddess of magic, motherhood, and healing, often depicted as a powerful sorceress who resurrected Osiris. Remember, Osiris was like in a lot of different pieces. She put them back together. That's how the story goes. So, guys, this is the energy that's coming. This is who is coming. So, Osiris, and then also says here, Osiris, god of the sun, agriculture, and health. Okay. So now this is another meaning. So as of up here, it says that Osiris is the god of the underworld and afterlife. Oh, I don't think so. That one's true. I think it's the sun. Let's get a better depiction of this. Yep. Yeah. And this is why I've been picking up this energy on the earth. Feels as if there's a death energy, but a rebirth. Because I've been feeling the very heaviness of mourning, but also too on the flip side, something great at the same time. Feel like something amazing happens. I keep saying that something great is about to happen, even though we're cycling through these tough energies. We are experiencing, I think we're experiencing the death and the rebirth of the sun. Mm-hmm. Isis, daughter of Earth, and Nut, like N-U-T, Nut, Nut, meaning sky. So remember I said something comes extraterrestrially and something comes interstellar, but something comes from the fracture in the Earth's core, the root. And maybe this is how she comes back. Isis. Remember I said it was somebody goes into the Earth's core and it feels as if they connect to something to like kind of move Earth. That's what I keep feeling like, it's to move Earth, and I don't know if it's to heal Earth or just to move it, to take it away. But at the same time, you know, one thing these scientists did get right is something does feel hostile. But remember, I said there's two different beings, there's two different sets, and like I said, it feels like good cop, bad cop. But are they working together? That's the question. Or is one coming because the other one is coming, right? So that one is trying to help us and the other one is trying to harm us. That part, I don't know. And as far as I know, Isis and Osiris could be one being, as, you know, as the other energy could be something else. But it appears that the Isis and Osiris is attached to Sirius, right? Which is Sirius A and Sirius B. And it looks like they return. I wonder if there was ever any stories saying if they would return to Earth. And what this truly means, guys, see, they represent together death and rebirth. That's the energy on our planet, death and rebirth. And remember I said the earth has shifted, we have shifted. But are we in alignment? Are we shifting together? Right? So we are experiencing what the Cosmic Bible says, a mega universal cycle, rebirth, death, and rebirth. Yep. Interesting. And it says here that this death and rebirth cycle, it suggests that a return, see, they don't necessarily return, but they return through their son, Horus, right? Continuation of the divine lineage, right? And Horus is one of the most significant ancient Egyptian deities who serves many functions. The god of kingship, healing, protection, the sun, and the sky. Very something interesting. So Horus is also the god of war and the sky. This is what I'm saying. I think it's deeper than what this may not even be about us necessarily. This may just be how the cycle happens, how the death and then rebirth cycle happens. And this happens on Earth because that's what these deities are. Isis being of Earth, right? Of Earth and of sky. Horus being of sky and of war. Maybe that's why they're feeling like these beings are hostile, right? That's the nature. This is the energy. We got masculine and feminine energy coming. We have, they're definitely coming from Sirius, from the Sirius star constellation. Yep. Yep. It's all kind of coming together now. It's kind of what I'm getting. Yep. So Shannon says, I always have ringing in my right ear, but for today, the left ear is ringing. Left ear, for some reason, I had it today, and it was extremely weird and loud. Yes, pay attention to that. And then when that happens, just rebuke that energy. Just take a deep breath in and breathe it out. And just disconnect from their fear. That's what it is. But then sometimes, guys, it's, to be honest with you, right now, the time in history that it is just the fact that we are more technologically advanced. So sometimes it's not that someone's reaching out to us, it's that we are now tuning in to their frequency, as before we were not in alignment to do that. So that's what also too what Source is wanting to point out. We are more in alignment and more attuned to these other beings' frequency. And so we're like, we could be a fly on the wall too. It's not, we've been looking at this thing the wrong way. It's what I'm getting, that someone's listening to us. No, I think we're eavesdropping on them, to be honest. We've grown. Humanity has grown. We've grown. Ooh, Gail says we are in the year of the 9, death. Yes. And then what? Next year's the rebirth. So yes, this is all making sense. Yes. And next year is 1. We start back again. So this is let's just sum this up. This is crazy. Didn't even know this video was going to be like this. God told me to come and sit down here, and I was just being obedient. So what's coming is, now it's interesting. All of these energies, remember, Anunnaki, same energies. They are literally within everyone. I want everyone to understand everyone has Anunnaki DNA, because those are the ones who tweaked our codes to begin with, right? But then also too, there's Series A and Series B. There's masculine and feminine energies coming. There's Osiris and Isis. There's a death and a rebirth. There's a new sun coming. There's the purging out of the old frequencies. There's an upgrade. So when the rebirth happens, there's going to be an upgrade within the human code. This is what I am getting. And it does feel, like I said, now that I understand that the war may not necessarily be with us. I think that the rebirth has to happen here, has to happen within the core, has to happen here on Earth, because of the placements within the cosmic sphere. Okay. So as long as we have our heart technology turned on, say no to the fear, release any negativity in the heart, purge out, let the love and the light of source power you. And that's the heart technology. And if you receive any frequencies, you may just be able to hear because your human technology is turned on. So just remember, left ear may be a little bit more dense energies. Right ear may be a little bit more heavenly energies, right? Okay, I think that's kind of the message, and I don't really feel the need to go any further tonight, but I'm going to sit on this over the next few days and see if Source comes up with anything else that Source would like to reveal. But yeah, so we don't have to like be alarmed or anything. Now we know who's coming, and it's because this all has to play out. There has to be a rebirth. There has to be a cleansing out of the old energies. There has to be the balancing of the masculine and feminine. Because in the year in the 9, there must be union, right? Union must be reached to now rebirth. So we come together to now rebirth out. And that will be very interesting to see what happens within the Milky Way when the rebirth happens. I think we shift. I think this earth shifts, what I'm seeing. Our placements change. Just like all those other astrological placements and signs I've been seeing shifting. I think the earth shifts, physically shifts. I think we're moving into new earth vibration, expanded consciousness, higher vibrational technology. Yep. That's what I'm getting. This is crazy. What else I'm reading here? It says, to corrupt and conquer the divine feminine, the first step in the takeover, it says the divine feminine was corrupted into dark feminine goddesses like Isis, Lilith, Ishtar, Ashtar. Sirius is the origin of the word Sirius, as the star was worshipped as the death star associated with sacrifice when she disappeared behind the sun. Interesting. Sirius was named the dog star. Women were treated as dogs. Wow. Veiled, chained, stoned, punished, rituals in 3 monotheistic religions. In Christianity, the story of the 3 magi announced the birth of a virgin child, refers to the 3 stars of the Orion pointing to Sirius, Isis, Mary, Virgin. In Freemasonry, Sirius, the divine feminine, is the end goal of the Masons' journey. Masons, like the founder of Father of the United States, signed Declaration of Independence on July 4th. The Apollyon of Sirius when it becomes independent of the sun. Interesting. So Sirius is the divine feminine, and July Independence Day marks when Sirius becomes independent from the sun. So is this the masculine and feminine energies moving further away? It's a question. I don't know. I just pulled up this, I don't know how this document just dropped in my lap, but that's interesting. Well, nevertheless, guys, the veil has been lifted. So we're going to know, and we're going to know soon enough. Thank you, Gail, for the super chat. Appreciate you so much. Well, guys, I got to go ahead and get out of here. We will ponder about this another night. And you guys have a wonderful evening, everyone. I love you. I love you. I love you. And so it is as we walk together in divine love. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye.